Hey you guys, what's up? It's me, Samantha Portia, and I'm back again with another video for you guys. So if this is your first time viewing this channel, seeing this pretty face for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And to all of my return subscribers, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in, staying here, and I hope you guys are ready for this video. This is going to be a very interesting video and topic. So unless you have been living under a rock, which 9 times out of 10, nobody is. If you got a cell phone, you know. If you know, you know. So Twitter world and the adult content creating world has been in a frenzy. This thing has gotten blown up to the point to where it's on TikTok and all these other apps and stuff like that. And I guess it makes sense. I don't know. But we're going to unpack it. We're going to unpack it all right now. So, I don't know if many of you know who Gucci Third Leg is, but Gucci Third Leg is from what I know of him to be, a content creator mainly. And he's also done some reality shows. And he's also known for hitting trans women. I don't know exactly what happened, but that's how I learned about who he was. Apparently he was on a show where there was a trans woman, but I guess there was some type of altercation and he ended up hitting her or something along the lines of that, right? I didn't watch the show and I don't really watch shows like that, so I can't really say, but that's just the first time I really heard his name being talked about. Now, keep in mind, when I first started my content creating journey, I have seen some of his stuff, but I'm not the type of person to be starstruck. I'm not a pick me and I'm not thirsty, and I really don't give unless a person approaches me, I'm not like, I don't dick ride. I just don't do it. But this video is not about any of those things. This video is about him, but it's about something serious, okay? Now, it's being alleged that Gucci Third Leg has HPV-1 or HPV-2. This is what they're alleging. And how everything came about was there is this content creator on Twitter. I don't really know what her name is, but she's basically like the main whistleblower or the main person, like how everything is unfolding right now is because of her situation. Now, according to her, she met Gucci, I guess, when she initially first got into the content creating thing. She was 19 at the time. And she goes on to say how I guess they met to do content, and she said that they have been doing content for some days, but then I guess on another day when they were getting ready to do content, that she saw an abrasion. That's what the medical terms is gonna say. So she said she saw some type of bump, scab, whatever it is however that stuff looks. She said she saw it, and she said she asked him about it, and his response was, "Oh yeah, that's nothing. I got that from shaving." Now, where this cut or this little bump and stuff was, I don't really know how I don't know no man that's really shaving up to the head part of it. I don't really know any that's doing that. So that to me would stand out. Now, it's a couple of things that she said and did that, when you keep hearing the story and I know everybody's not me. And my thought process is so vastly different, right? Anyway, it's not even about me. So let me finish telling y'all the story. She said that they were doing content for a couple of days or whatever. And then like on one day, she had, before they started doing content, she saw the abrasion and she was like, whoa, what is this? His response was, oh, well, you know, I cut myself shaving. It's nothing. You got nothing to worry about. Usually how stuff like this goes with the collaborations and stuff is you get tested, right? You and the person you're creating your content with, you both get tested and you swap, you know, you show each other the test results. And some models actually go through a testing agency that tests all like the adult content stars. So everybody, and this is like the legitimate testing facility that, like, you know, I can't even think of the name right now, but this is the one, you know, that like everybody who's anybody goes there to get tested. And I know this to be true because I want to say it was around April. I was doing some traveling and I had reached out to some people who I was kind of familiar with, and I was, you know, considering doing content with them as well. But things didn't work out because I got tested. I sent my test results over and stuff like that, and they had a whole bunch of excuses and a whole bunch of, well, I'm gonna get back to you. I gotta go back to my clinic and X and da. And then he was giving, oh, well, you know, I gotta see because one of my numbers went up and it's usually not supposed to, and it was for the big 3-letter word. And I'm just like, wait a minute, baby. I didn't even know that there's levels of going up and down. So if you have any levels, that means you have some form of it. Yeah, big red flag, question mark. That situation right there already. And yeah, but usually when you're content creating with someone, that's what you usually do. And I actually had got approached by someone else within that same time frame who wanted to do some content with me. But this is when I had learned about the facility that specializes in testing content creators, or, you know, if you're in an agency or whatever, you're in a contract, this facility is who tests you, right? And I had told him, I was like, well, you know, I've actually gotten tested 3 times this month, you know. So I went to my what is it? I went to my oh my God, what is that place? I went to the health department. I went to the health department. I got tested. Pretty much all cities or all U.S. cities pretty much have like a AHF, American Health Facility, in it. So I got tested there. Like, you know, I wasn't aware of this one testing facility, right? So going back to the conversation of you know, Gucci and the young lady doing the content or whatever. She said she never got his results. She said she never got his results. She said she kept asking for them and she never got the results. And she was saying that by this time, allegedly, right? By this time, allegedly, according to her, she was feeling like sore or like a cut, or like she thought she tore herself down there, you know? And she was saying that to her, it was so bad that she couldn't even finish doing the content. And I'm like, damn, you know, like, damn, that's kind of messed up. But if you ever look at any of his content, you know, he's very rough and raw. He's very rough and very raw. You know, a good 85 to 90% of the content he does is raw content. So that right there would have been alarming to me. Because for me, I don't care how much you get tested. It just may be a me thing, but I just cannot do that. If I'm gonna be working with someone, I don't care about these. Like, I still have to live my life, and I want to live my life with gifts that I can give back. I don't want to get no gift that I can't give back. So it's gonna be a condom, you know. So I guess time went by, whatever, and I guess she started talking to other girls, and other girls started, you know, cross-referencing their stories and their experiences or whatever. And somehow, some way, the conversation came up, and a lot of it, and that's what really happens with the whole content creating game. When like it's a very small circle. So anything that happens regarding marketing, bad experiences with content, creating, things like this, when we're talking about STDs and stuff like that. Like, so it's a very, very, very small community. And if you think about it, like, everybody is basically swapping, you know what I mean? So you don't want to have a tarnished name in the content creating community, especially when it comes to health, right? So this is how the conversation came up. And according to the young lady, she was scared, I guess. She didn't want to come out. And, you know, the crazier part about all of it is that she and him were both still promoting the content with the pumps, allegedly. And she was like, well, you know, I was just going with it because I was making so much money and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, somehow, some way, she went and got tested, and then she got her results that she had, you know, a form of herpes. And she claims that she knows that it came from him because of the time frame, some timeline that she has, and she wasn't active in that way with anybody else. And you know, that's the normal answer that somebody's going to give, right? But the thing about this situation, what makes it it's not interesting at all, but it's ironic because there's a long list. Allegedly, there's a list of like 30 models. 30 models. It's either 30 or 300, one of them. And they all have the same story, allegedly, in regards to Mr. Third Leg. Okay? I'll say this is one reason why I do not play with men. I don't play with them. I don't play that, just stick the head in. I don't play that. I don't play that, I want to feel the real you. I don't play that. I don't play that. It's going to look better for camera. Well, it's just going to have to look bad then, because it's not. I don't play that. And honestly, I also feel that a lot of heterosexual people, predominantly men, and I feel like a good majority of women feel this way too. They feel that STDs and stuff like that are only for gay people. Only gay people get that stuff, you know? So there's a form of ignorance that's already there and embedded. So, and then, you know, there's also a responsibility on both parties, but if you have to be responsible for you. You have to be responsible for you have to be responsible for you have to be responsible for you. Nobody cares. And a lot of these people are hurt people, damaged people. Somebody probably gave it to them and now they're scorned and don't care, and now they're trying to, you never know what a person's thought process is. And that's something that I learned. That's one of the very first things that I learned when I got out there on the stroll. Because first of all, the streets is the streets. And it don't matter if you on the internet. It don't matter if you out in the streets. It don't matter where. Like, when it comes to strangers, strange men, and relationships aren't even safe these days. And all these videos and story times and all this these people are doing, they are telling you, they are putting it right in your face and letting you know that even the relationships aren't even safe. So you are responsible for your own health. Ultimately, you're responsible, right? Another thing that's kind of odd to me is because when I was 16, right? I remember in school, like, even though they might have talked about it briefly or whatever, but there still was some type of sexual education. There was still some form of something. At best, if you did have a class or a course or somebody came to talk to you, they reiterated and made sure that you knew that you were responsible for your health. And it's diabolical because, okay, you're creating content, right? And women can get pregnant very easily. And so you're not using protection. I'm not sure if you're on birth control or whatever the case may be, what have you, whatever the case, right? So it's like there's that component to it too. So it's like, even at best, let's just say you was protecting yourself simply for the sole purpose of not getting pregnant. Protection still would have been a conversation to come up, or some type of precaution would, like, so that part to me is just kind of like, okay, you know you can't really 100% blame somebody else, right? Even though morally it's the right thing for them to tell you that they have X, Y, and Z. Don't expect it. Expect that they won't tell you. And be surprised later. Hello? What? Girl, you serious? And I don't know the extent of that STD and all of that, whatever. But girl, there's other ones that's out there way worse. And let's just say, be happy that that's something that you got and not the other stuff. But your health is your responsibility at the end of the day. Yeah, morally, it's like, yeah, a person should tell, or if you don't tell, you're going to get in trouble, blah, 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 blah. And that's not really going to happen. The only way that that's going to happen is if it's a case of like this, what's being alleged, that it's a habitual thing, because now there's multiple people who are claiming to have the same experience and story. So that's really like the only other time. And baby, if you was just in the streets or something, or you was just out here, girl, you wouldn't know who gave you that. You wouldn't have known. You wouldn't know. And you cannot be that giddy and excited and all this for money that you're not thinking. You're not, like, even when I do stuff with dudes, and I never do stuff with, these men are dirty. These men are dirty. that I don't do nothing with no man without no condom. They be like, oh, you can't get them from here. You can't. Look at what the story is now. You could catch something any type of way. My boy, what? Do you have the old ones? Oh, well, you know, I've been with my wife for 30 years, and you're also a client, okay? Yes, you're also a client, and I'm pretty sure, and you have to count on it, that you're not the only girl that they're seeing in that capacity, especially if they're a freak. Especially if they're a freak with their mouth, too, okay? They would fuck anything. They would stick it in anything, okay? They would stick it in anything. It doesn't matter. They will, right? So never, ever, 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 ever put your health and the responsibility for someone else, because that is a you thing. And anywhere I go, I make sure that I have my own condoms, because there's no way that I'm going to meet with anybody, and regardless if it's a coin or not, especially if it's for a coin, you're not peer pressuring me into or rushing me into doing anything or gaslighting me into thinking that I need this coin oh so bad. Let me just do it and get it over with, and hope, wish, and pray that I don't walk away with something. What? Now that's ultimate delusion. No way. I'll eat dirt cookies first. Yeah. I'll eat dirt crackers. 'Cause no. So yesterday, I guess Gucci did like this interview podcast or whatever. And of course, academics was in the middle of it with the laughing and all. Why he was there, I just didn't know. I guess it's culturally aligned with hip hop. I guess, I don't know. Raw Star did post the article about Gucci third leg, the alleged article. I don't know. He was there though. So the dude was asking Gucci basically about like the testing and results and all that, because again, like I said, the girl said she said that she had not gotten the test results. And yesterday on the podcast, Gucci pulled out some test results and was showing the test results or whatever. But two things. So a lot of people were noticing that the test results were from last year, and there was a reactive something, I believe it was for HVS, however you abbreviate that, the first one. Now, I did a little bit of research, and the first one is orally. So when they licking and sucking, and you know, no condom, right? And yeah, that's how you get that one. Orally, you get it through the mouth. You get it through the mouth, you pass it on to somebody else, you kiss them, you pass it on, and you know, that's how that go. So if he, right, just using my brain, and this is what they're claiming, that the only way, or this form of that version of herpes is a oral like type of herpes. So that sounds to me like he got that from somebody else when he was eating that uh vagina taco, and you know, the person gave him some beans for that burrito. Yeah, I believe he knew about it, because especially if you had this test result and this is your confirmation, or this is your um your proof or whatever to, I don't know. It's confusing because why would you even show a test that's from last year? That don't even make sense. When you get tested, it's 3 or 6 months, my love. And you're content creating still. From that time, you're content creating from that time all the way through. We about to be in 2025 in just a few months. So you content creating from 2023 with these old test results, and it says that you're reactive for HVS whatever one, and you're still content creating after that? And then my question is, because now the list is so long and all these people are, all these women, and I'm glad that ain't no gay people involved with this. And ain't no trans girls involved with this. Thank you, because and I tell y'all this shit all the time when we be minding our business. So anytime y'all put trans people and stuff, y'all want to bring trans people and stuff, that be y'all really just going out y'all way to put us in some stuff. Because this is y'all people. This ain't our people. Them y'all folk. That's a straight people problem. Because straight people feel like, oh, well, it's natural. We're natural. And, only gay people and trannies and stuff get that type of stuff. Well. Look at that. Ain't a gay boy or a transgender woman or a transgender man or whatever you want to call it. Ain't none of them involved with this. Straight people. Yeah. Straight people. Straight folk. So I'm really just saying all of that to say this. It's funny. It's funny. Because look at the extent that people go to. Look at the extent that y'all go to ostracize, demonize, put down, and all of this. It's not even us. It ain't even us, boo. and yeah, y'all monogamous straight women, and y'all women who have these relationships and baby daddies and all of this stuff, which with these men, and you're so in love and all this and all that and all that. These men don't care where they stick their stuff at. They don't care what they have on the line to lose. When they are horny, they are horny, and they want to do stuff, and they don't think about that shit. They don't think about going home to you and your kids and stuff. And they don't think about it so much so that, they will go home and out of fear of getting caught or you noticing something different or questioning that they might have done something, they will act as normal as possible, be burning and on fire, and still will have regular casual sex with you as if he was just so faithful and was waiting. Now you got it. Now you got it. And then what's going to happen is you're going to go get tested and all of this, because now you don't feel right. Your pH balance off, and you're just chunked and cream cheese in your panties, and chunky soup, clam chowder all over the place. And now you're going to get tested and stuff, and now you find out that you got something. And in your mind, you ain't been doing nothing with nobody or nothing like that. First, you're going to think it's your diet. First, you're going to think it's something that you did, or you're going to think it's your medicine or some vitamins and all of that. First, it's not. And you know that it's not, but you're going to tell yourself that because you want to believe that your man ain't do that. But he did. He did. And he's going to manipulate you so much to make you feel like you gave him something. Now he's going to switch the narrative on you to be a cheater. And it's really a play off of narcissism and just the way to deflect and get sympathy. You're welcome. Be smart, okay? Don't be no fool, okay? Just because you feel like you're in a relationship, you ain't safe. You actually are more in danger than anybody else. You are in more danger than anybody else. You will be the last to know anything. And let me tell y'all something else. These men don't like using condoms. These men don't care. These men feel like they're invincible. These men just they don't care. Any escort or anybody or whatever who I've seen, talk to, come across who share equal idealistics and stuff like that as I do, we live in the doctor's office. We are constantly getting tested. Not only that, I go to an endocrinologist because of my levels, hormone levels, blood levels, glucose, all that. Everything gets tested. Everything. And I'm not jeopardizing that for no man who don't even want to be serious. And even if he did want to be serious, I'm still not jeopardizing my health for you. I'm not doing it. So I feel like she should have done her part. And at 19, you should have the education, especially if you're going to pursue something like creating content and stuff like that. And yeah, like, no, yeah. But y'all, so what really prompted me to do this video was because I've been seeing everyone making TikToks and whatever in regards to the alleged story. But it's really like, what really stuck out to me is like the men, you could see the hurt and like they're just so let down and they just feel like Gucci was Thanos and took out half of the OF community with him. And to them, I say this. Y'all, that's what you get, because y'all should use condoms anyway. Y'all only hurt and y'all feel that type of way because y'all thought, first of all, you thought you had a chance. That's one, right? You thought you had a chance for the free. That's one. You thought you had a chance. And you possibly wanted to be a content creator with said model who was alleged in cahoots or, did whatever with him. And or you have already done it and now you're scared. Now you feel like, damn, I don't know. And there, you see that feeling right there, that uncertainty, not knowing, can't really retract or recall what you did with the person when you did it with them. And you see, that feeling right there is what you want to avoid. That feeling right there. You want to avoid that feeling at all costs as you possibly can. And nobody's saying that condoms are 100% foolproof. I have done condoms. I've done PrEP pills. I've done PEP pills. I am so sex education savvy with things. I know things, right? And I feel like all people should know these things. I feel like, especially people who are in these marriages and relationships and all that, it's a different day and time, okay? Like, I don't know why y'all aren't grasping that, but it is a different day and time. Regardless to if you are in a relationship, again, that is even more the reason to get tested and stay tested regularly. And if you are a person, right, let's just say you do plan on stepping out of your relationship, marriage, or whatever the case may be, the least you can do is have some common decency and courtesy to make sure that you don't take something back to your spouse and or kids selfishly for the sake of trying not to get caught and trying to still do everything normal so you don't seem suspicious. You're selfish. You're selfish, okay? And I don't like that. And my ladies, I'm gonna need y'all to, I'm gonna need y'all to just go ahead and like, you're responsible for your own health. You're responsible for your own health. And like start paying attention, because these are different times. These are different times. These are different times. These are different times. Y'all already see all the DL action and all of this. Like now, like it's so bad. Like almost every day I'm watching a video of girls talking about how DL men are. And you like seriously. So none of that is an indication to use condoms? I don't even want to do nothing with them. Girl, y'all need to stop. Anyway, ciao. Today was supposed to be the day that he got the new test results. I ain't see the video yet, but I'm gonna do my research and find out like what happened or what's going on. But y'all, come on, like I'm happy that this ain't no trans thing or all this, and I'm happy that this is a wake-up call to y'all folk, because y'all keep trying to attack us and make us seem like we the problem and we this and we that. We're probably the most clean, safest people because of what we do. And because we know the real versions of the people that y'all are married and committed to. We know the real version of them. And if you knew the real version, you wouldn't want to fuck them either. You wouldn't want to. You probably wouldn't have had your kids. So yeah, take what you want from this conversation. I might be doing an update video for y'all to see, like, it all depends on, let's see what happens. Let's see where it goes. I don't know. Yeah, but bumps down there, baby, that is very questionable. I wouldn't have did nothing. Girl, in school, like all of my homegirls, moms would even say that. They wouldn't even promote, right? Because they would be young. They wouldn't even promote telling their daughters how to use condoms. But what they would do is even if you're going to do something, you take that thing and you squeeze from the bottom to the top. You squeeze from the bottom to the top and you make sure nothing green or pussy or nothing like that come out. Like that was like the old caveman ways of cross-checking the Peter Whacker to make sure it's okay to put your mouth and hole on it. You didn't do that, because if you did, you would have seen that bump there, girl, and you would have seen there's just what the heck is that? What is that? So, hey. Anyways, thank y'all for joining me with this video. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video and turn on your bell notification, because y'all, I gotta catch this tea. I'm trying to see what happens next. Toodles!